Demon Slayer's Mugen Train became the fastest film in Japan to reach 10 billion yen. Solo Leveling's debut broke Crunchyroll. This isn't hype, it's history. There are moments in anime that define a year, and then there are years defined by titans. And folks, 2025 is one of those years. Two of the biggest anime names on the planet, Demon Slayer and Solo Leveling, are back with their most hyped seasons ever. This is a seismic shift. We're not here to ask if they'll be popular. We're here to show you exactly why their combined power is about to completely shatter the internet and own the conversation for the rest of the year. And let's be real, 2025 is a ridiculously stacked year for action anime. Chaotic brilliance of Dan Da Dan, the subversive charm of Sakamoto Days, and the return of giants like Kaiju No. 8 and One Punch Man. In any other year, one of these could easily be the anime of the year, but this isn't any other year. Think of it like a high-stakes drag race. While everyone else brought a sports car, two superpowers just rolled up in rocket ships. On one side, you have Demon Slayer, a global cultural phenomenon that's bigger than the anime community itself, preparing to deliver its grand finale. It's the seasoned heavyweight champion defending its title. On the other, you have Solo Leveling, the explosive challenger that weaponized hype into a global shockwave and is now coming back to do it all over again. This isn't a who's better debate. This is about a perfect storm. And at the heart of this storm are two specific events: Tanjiro perfecting his sun breathing and Son Jinwoo's full Shadow Monarch transformation. These aren't just upgrades, they are the internet-breaking moments. We're going to break down the unique strengths each series brings to the table, their animation, stories, and marketing to show how they aren't just competing. They're creating a gravitational pull so strong, it's going to swallow social media whole. This is the anatomy of a hostile internet takeover. But first, we have to talk about the cinematic titan that is Demon Slayer, and how it plans to deliver its final stunning blow. You can't talk about where Demon Slayer is going without respecting where it's been. This isn't just another popular shonen, it's a world-obliterating franchise. The Mugen Train movie didn't just do well, it became one of the highest-grossing films of all time in Japan. A true box office record breaker that it put it in the same league as Studio Ghibli icons. This series knows how to turn casual viewers into die-hard fans through pure spectacle, and now it's entering its final, most ambitious act, the Infinity Castle arc. Its first weapon is obvious: Studio UFO Table. Calling UFO Table's animation good is a massive understatement. Think of them as a Michelin star chef who grows every single ingredient in-house. This gives their work a level of polish that's practically unmatched. They blend gorgeous 2D characters with mind-bending 3D environments, creating camera work that feels less like TV and more like a blockbuster film. The animation isn't just fancy gift wrap, it's part of the gift itself. It turns every battle into a breathtaking event. And the Infinity Castle arc is the perfect stage for this. This is the climax everything has been building to. The final all-out war against Muzan and his top demons inside a dimension-bending fortress. Animating that shifting, impossible architecture is a challenge UFO Table was born for. By presenting this finale as a major event, potentially with cinematic releases, it elevates it from just another season of anime to a global spectacle designed to pull you right into the chaos. But spectacle isn't enough to build an empire. Demon Slayer's other weapon is its heart. At its core, this is a profoundly simple story. A kind boy on a desperate mission to save his sister. That emotional anchor gives the series a massive mainstream appeal. You don't need to know a thing about anime to feel for Tanjiro. This 1-2 punch of revolutionary visuals and a deeply accessible emotional core is what makes Demon Slayer a titan. So, Demon Slayer has the cinematic prestige locked down. But what about the series built on pure, uncut hype? That's next. If Demon Slayer is the established empire, Solo Leveling is the revolutionary army that kicked down the gates. Before a single frame of the anime was shown, the manhwa was already a global monster, the undisputed king of webtoons. That built a tidal wave of hype. The whole world was watching, and A1 Pictures had to stick the landing, and they absolutely did. The first season was a masterclass in giving the fans exactly what they wanted. The story of Son Jinwoo, the world's weakest hunter who gets a cheat code to unlimited power, is the ultimate power fantasy. It's like finding an exploit in a video game that lets you go from level 1 to level 100 instantly. It's pure wish fulfillment, and the anime brought it to life with animation that made every punch feel like an earthquake. The success was insane. Solo Leveling didn't just do well, it dominated viewership, won for Best Action at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2025, and its massive fan base had it rivaling titans like One Piece in user ratings. It crashed servers, took over social media, and became a phenomenon. Now, with Season 2, subtitled Arise from the Shadow, that hype engine is kicking into overdrive. The title itself is a promise. This is where Shadow Monarch ascends. Trailers are already showing off legendary parts of the manhwa, like the Jeju Island raid, promising bigger fights and scarier monsters. What makes Solo Leveling so lethal is that it delivers pure, uncut cool. It's not a 5-course meal, it's a pure shot of espresso. Its goal is to make you feel as powerful as Jinwoo. Every fight is a highlight reel. That iconic command, "Arise," is a catchphrase for a reason. It's the sound of victory. Some might call it shallow next to Demon Slayer's emotional depth, but that's like judging a heavy metal concert by the rules of classical music. Solo Leveling is a shot of adrenaline designed for maximum impact, and its meteoric rise proves there's a huge global audience starving for exactly that. So how did these two completely different shows create a perfect storm? You've got the cinematic titan and the hype engine. Alone, either one would own a season, but together, they're creating something bigger. They aren't rivals in a race. They are two different forces of nature hitting at the same time. Think about it like this. Demon Slayer is the rich, compelling main course that satisfies your soul. Solo Leveling is the explosive, high-energy dessert that gives you an immediate rush. Together, they create a perfect menu that caters to every possible taste. Demon Slayer delivers prestige and emotional storytelling, reaching the broad audience, the people who might only watch one anime a year. It is the industry's elegant, emotional powerhouse. Solo Leveling is for the core online audience. It's for the gamers, the manhwa fans, and people who want non-stop high-octane action. It's an immediate visceral thrill, the ultimate popcorn anime. It is the industry's adrenaline-fueled rock star. Together, they leave no air in the room for anyone else. It's a two-front assault on our attention. One captures the hearts of the mainstream, the other captures the hype of the hardcore. They cover the entire spectrum of what any anime fan in 2025 could possibly want. One gives you tears and tragedy, the other gives you triumphant domination. This brings us to the final, most important point. They are both masters of event TV. In the age of social media, the only thing that matters is the conversation. Both shows turn every episode into a can't-miss global moment. Minutes after an episode drops, social media is flooded with clips and reactions. The algorithm is theirs. Now, imagine that happening for both shows, all year long. The internet's anime conversation becomes a cultural pendulum, swinging relentlessly between these two poles. One week, everyone is talking about the breathtaking artistry of Demon Slayer. The next, they're losing their minds over Jinwoo's newest power-up. There's no downtime. Their cultural footprint becomes inescapable. They don't just join the conversation, they are the conversation. So, Demon Slayer and Solo Leveling are set to break the internet because they're a perfect, two-pronged assault. One offers a grand emotional finale, a masterpiece of art and heart. The other delivers an explosive, hype-driven power fantasy, a masterclass in style. Together, they form an unbeatable combination that will dominate the conversation. But what's your take? Are you more hyped for the emotional climax of Demon Slayer or the unstoppable power trip of Solo Leveling? Let us know your pick in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more breakdowns on the biggest anime of the year.